Have you ever wondered why bees are so important to our ecosystem and why their sudden disappearance would have catastrophic consequences? Picture this, an intricate network of life, all interconnected, all dependent on one another, and right at its heart, the humble bee. These tiny warriors of the insect world are responsible for pollination, a process vital to the production of many of the foods we enjoy daily. Apples, almonds, strawberries all owe their existence to the tireless work of bees. But alarmingly, bee populations are tumbling worldwide. This decline is speculated to be due to a combination of factors, including habitat loss, pesticides, and climate change, all of which are threatening these essential pollinators. The consequences? A potential collapse of our food systems, a world without the vibrant colors of wildflowers, and a disrupted ecosystem. So, as we can see, bees play a critical role in our survival. But what makes these tiny creatures so efficient at what they do? To understand the importance of bees, we must first understand their life cycle and social structure. The life of a bee begins as a tiny egg laid by the queen bee in the heart of the hive. In just 3 short days, these eggs hatch into larvae, which are then meticulously cared for by worker bees. They feed the larvae a nutritious mixture of pollen and honey, known as bee bread, enabling them to grow rapidly. After 6 days, the workers seal the larvae into their cells, where they undergo a metamorphosis, transforming into pupae. From pupae, they emerge as fully grown bees, ready to contribute to the life of the hive. But not all bees are created equal. In a bee colony, there are 3 main roles: the queen, the workers, and the drones. Each has a unique role that contributes to the functioning and survival of the hive. The queen bee, the mother of all bees in the hive, has one primary job: to lay eggs. She can lay up to 2,000 eggs a day during peak summer months, ensuring the continuous growth of the colony. Then we have the worker bees, which are all female. They are the backbone of the hive, performing a multitude of tasks. They care for the larvae, guard the hive, forage for food, and even maintain the cleanliness of the hive. As their name suggests, they truly are the workers of the bee world. Finally, the drones. These are the male bees, and their sole purpose is to mate with a new queen. After fulfilling this role, their life comes to an end, as they die shortly after mating. Each bee, whether a queen, a worker, or a drone, has a part to play in the hive. Their lives, though short, are filled with purpose and dedication to the survival of their colony. It's a fascinating world, where every member contributes to the greater good, much like the different roles in our human society. Each bee has a part to play in the hive, much like the different roles in our human society. Scene script. Bees are not just efficient, they are also incredibly smart, possessing abilities that often surprise scientists. Let's dive into some of these astonishing abilities, shall we? First off, bees are master navigators. They use the sun as a compass even on cloudy days. How? They have an internal clock that helps them track the sun's path in the sky. But that's not all. Bees can also remember landmarks and use them to find their way home from up to 5 miles away. This remarkable navigational prowess ensures they find flowers for nectar and bring it back to the hive, playing their vital role in pollination. Now, have you ever heard of the waggle dance? It's not just a cute term, it's a complex language bees use to communicate. When a bee discovers a rich source of nectar, it returns to the hive and performs this intricate dance. The direction of the dance indicates the direction of the nectar source, and the duration of the waggle tells the distance. Other bees then decode this dance and fly straight to the feast. This efficient communication method helps bees maximize their nectar collection and ultimately enhances their pollination abilities. Perhaps the most surprising of all is bees' ability to recognize human faces. Yes, you heard that right. Bees can remember and recognize human faces, associating them with either positive or negative experiences. In a way, bees are not so different from us. They learn from experience and adapt their behavior accordingly. This cognitive capacity, while not directly related to their pollination role, certainly adds another layer to their intellectual profile. So, bees are not just buzzing insects. They are intelligent creatures with an array of remarkable abilities that contribute to their effectiveness as pollinators and their survival in the wild. These tiny creatures are indeed full of surprises, but what can we do to protect them? The decline in bee populations is a serious concern, but there are things we can do to help. Let's dive into some practical ways we can protect and encourage our buzzing friends. Firstly, we can make our gardens and green spaces more inviting to bees. Planting a variety of bee-friendly flowers and ensuring something is in bloom from spring through fall provides food sources for different types of bees throughout their active seasons. Think sunflowers, lavender, and rosemary. Native wildflowers are also a fantastic choice as local bees have evolved to feed from these. Secondly, we can rethink our use of pesticides. These chemicals are a major culprit in the decline of bee populations. By exploring natural alternatives or simply tolerating a few garden pests, we can create a safer environment for bees. A third way is to provide bee habitats. A simple bee hotel or leaving a small patch of your garden wild can make a big difference. Bees need undisturbed places to nest and breed, and these small changes can help provide that. Finally, let's not forget the power of our wallets. By buying honey and other bee products from local beekeepers, we can support the people who care for bees and their habitats. This also helps to maintain local bee populations and promotes biodiversity. In conclusion, there's a lot we can do to protect our bees. From the flowers we plant to the products we buy, our choices matter. Every little step we take can make a big difference to our buzzing friends. So, we've learned about the critical role bees play in our ecosystem, their life cycle, their amazing abilities, and how we can help protect them. These tiny creatures are not just fascinating, they're crucial to our existence. From pollination to honey production, their contribution is immense. We've also explored ways we can safeguard them, from creating bee-friendly habitats to avoiding harmful pesticides. Remember, our survival depends on these tiny creatures. Let's give them the respect and protection they deserve.